Next, good morning, students. Up to now, we discussed about air standard cycles and application of the air standard cycle, especially in transport sector, internal combustion engines. Then, what is the combustion phenomena in internal combustion engine? Next, how the testing and performance analysis we are doing for the internal combustion. Indirectly, we discussed air standard cycles and application of the air standard cycles. Next, move to the vapor power cycles because there is a wide application. Now, also, all are knows we are replacing internal combustion engines by electrical DC motors. Electrical means battery operated. Maximum 2024, all are telling. Maybe it may take 2 3 years, but substitute is taking place. Okay, all vehicles are electrical vehicles. Where the power supply will come? Charging stations. We are calling the word charging, high voltage charging stations. Why? Because within half an hour later, petrol, diesel, why, how we are going charging for filling the station. Within minutes, our filling is complete. Like that, in the charging station also, our charging has to complete within minutes. Then high voltage, three-phase system, some technology. Okay, where they are getting electrical energy, that is important. So, wide scope is there, electrical energy generation. Now itself, the targets, everything I will explain. Now itself, high demand is there for electrical energy. Any India, any country, the GDP is growing means the utilization of the electrical energy. That's a major platform. How best they are utilizing the electrical energy, the per capita. Based on that only, we are calculating so many financial capabilities of the country. So for electrical energy generation, so many options is there. One of the best option is steam power plants. I will show the steam power plants. So steam power plants operate on Rankine cycle, vapor power cycle. Only one vapor power cycle is there from 1850s. Now 2020 is running. Only one vapor power cycle. That cycle is Rankine cycle. Only one working fluid is there. That is water. So in this unit, we are fully concentrate on vapor power cycles. The Rankine cycle, I already mentioned, only one cycle for vapor power cycle. Then how we can enhance the efficiency of the Rankine cycle? Maybe superheating, reheating, regeneration, different methods we are discussing how we can enhance the efficiency of vapor power cycle. Next, that efficiency enhancement by rising the pressure of boiler, how it is taking place, supercritical and ultra supercritical Rankine cycle. We are discussing supercritical and ultra supercritical Rankine cycle. Then one more option in pollution point of view, efficiency is required. With efficiency, pollution also our concern. Then we are combining air standard cycle and vapor power cycle. The air standard Brayton cycle and vapor power cycle combining, then we are getting the combined steam power plant, combined cycle steam power plant. Simple problems on Rankine cycle we discuss. This is the brief introduction of the unit. What we are discussing next to 6 to 7 classes. For that, pure substance property extraction at the given temperature pressure is required for simple calculations. Then Euler diagram is a major role playing chart. This Euler diagram, this is called saturation curve. Above the saturation curve, below the saturation curve, on pressure lines, temperature lines are a same slope. Then after saturation curve, temperature lines are deviating their slope from the pressure line. And below the saturation curve, this is the dryness fraction. How much moisture dryness is there on the wet steam, 95%, 90%, 50%. Vertical line represents specific enthalpy, horizontal lines represents specific entropy. Now move to the Our demand part, what is the necessity of study? At present, this is 31st 8 2020, maybe due to COVID, maybe now also, maybe some 1 to 2% capacity rise. The installed capacity of thermal power plants is 62 percentage out of 3,72,683. Now, automobile industry not started utilization of the electrical motors for their prime mover instead of internal combustion engine, like the minimum 0.001 percentage initiated. Full-fledged utilization of the automobile industry, electrical motors as a prime mover, remaining automobile is not changing. Transmission system, everything is same. Only the prime mover they are replacing the internal combustion engine, replacing the pollution point of already pollution norms everything. Before that itself, out of 3,72,693 megawatt capacity, 62% thermal power plants only Rankine cycle. Maybe gas power plant means it is a combined cycle power plant. There also Breton cycle is there. No doubt at all. Rankine cycle is mandate. Otherwise, efficiency you will not get. The remaining role only 30 percentage only. The 38 percentage remaining renewable energy, hydro, nuclear, whatever it will be. But 62 percentage Rankine cycle means for especially for mechanical students, huge future is there. If automobile fully substituted, the required demand, estimated demand without substitute of automobile itself, 2024, 5 lakh megawatt capacity. So huge power plants are coming. So huge employmency for the mechanical engineer in the field of power plants. That's why we are thoroughly discussing this one. Next, straight forward, we'll move to the importance. This much of importance is there. First, we move to the Carnot cycle. In vapor power cycle, if I placed Carnot cycle in vapor power cycles, if I placed Carnot cycle, then it is a practically feasible or not. If it is feasible, very good, highest efficiencies you will get. If it is not feasible, then what are the modifications we are making? What are the modifications for the feasibility of the Carnot cycle, Carnot vapor cycle. Carnot cycle all are knows. Heat transfer will take place by isothermal process. So Carnot cycle contains heat transfer in isothermal process. Why? Because in isothermal process, whatever heat you are supplying, total heat will convert as a work. There is no loss. Total conversion is taking place. That's why heat transfer in isothermal process. Work done in adiabatic process. In adiabatic process, main advantage, there is no heat loss to the environment. Whatever the internal energy is there in the heat transfer process, total internal energy will convert as a work. Q is 0. So work done, work interactions in adiabatic process, heat transfers, heat interactions in isothermal. This is a Carnot. Anywhere Carnot air standard cycle or Carnot vapor cycle, process are not changing. So this 1 to 2 process, isothermal heat addition. This is the vapor cycle, vapor curve. This is water we selected. This is water vapor curve. Upon the saturation line, this side liquid, this side vapor. Here wet region. This liquid is converted as a vapor at constant temperature. Isothermal heat addition in Carnot cycle. So it is practically possible. So 1 to 2 isothermal heat addition. Yes, two-phase system. There at 100 degrees temperature, liquid is converted as a vapor. Okay. So at 100 degrees temperature, liquid is converted as a vapor. No doubt at all. Next. So the first process is practically feasible. Limitations later we will discuss. First, next 2 to 3 adiabatic expansion. In adiabatic expansion also, here saturation stream we are expanding. At the time of initial expansion there is no issue, single phase. But further expansion of steam, the condensation of the steam is taking place, means water droplets are created in the expansion. That water droplets impinge the turbine blades and damage of the turbine blades will occur. So isoentropic expansion in a two-phase condition. Initial starting there is no issue. Up to Williams lines is so no problem. Means up to 0.9 dryness fraction. We will discuss in nozzles, no problem. Up to 0.95 dryness fraction there is no issue. Later, whatever the expansion is taking place, there the condensation of the water is taking place. That water droplets inching the turbine blades and damage of the turbines. So practically not possible. Okay. 3 to 4 isothermal heat rejection. There is also no issue. Dry stream is we are converting to wet steam. Heat loss, two phase heat loss, so constant temperature we can maintain in the condenser. Again 4 to 1. Again here the problem. Here wet steam we are compressing. It consumes more energy because specific volume is high. If specific volume is high means it consuming more energy. And two phase compression also practically not possible. Liquid or vapor we can compress easily. But combination of liquid and vapor compression also practically have some problems. So this is the reversed Carnot vapor power cycle. This is the process. So 1 to 2, 3 to 4 is possible. Means isothermal heat addition, isothermal heat rejection is possible practically. But adiabatic expansion and adiabatic compression in two-phase system practically not possible. It will damage the blades, turbine blades or compressor blades. Okay. To overcome that one, okay, 1 to 2. First we will start one by one. What are the practical hurdles of Carnot vapor cycle? 1 to 2. Isothermal heat addition is practically possible. There is a limitation of efficiency. Carnot efficiency, always Carnot efficiency depend on the operating temperatures. If phase change mode we are operating, maximum 220 bar pressure, that 220 bar pressure saturation temperature is 374 degrees temperature. So more than 374 degrees temperature we are unable to follow the isothermal process. So the isothermal process heat addition we are doing, the maximum temperature limit is 374. There is a efficiency. So we can't move more than that efficiency, some fixed 374 and ambient is 40 degrees. Whatever efficiency we are getting, that is the maximum possible efficiency by the Carnot cycle. Very less efficiency we are getting. To eliminate that one, that is first hurdle. Coming to second, to overcome 2 to 3, I already mentioned two-phase expansion. While two-phase expansion is taking place, after forming of the water droplets, that water droplets impinging the turbine blades. That water droplets impinging the turbine blades and it will affect damage of the turbine blades. To overcome that one, we will move to second option. Raise the boiler pressure to the supercritical condition. Then the expansion process in the turbine fully superheated steam to the saturation stream. The full expansion of steam from superheated to saturated only. So it is good operation. But what is the major drawback for this? Isothermal heat addition practically not possible. In this condition, isothermal heat addition practically not possible. Because it is a single phase system. While you are supplying heat, automatically temperature is rising. So practically not possible isothermal heat addition. So pure Carnot cycle implementation practically not possible. We want to modify the process. What are the process we want to modify? Just this heat addition and heat resection will move to the constant pressure process. The compression and expansion will put in a adiabatic or reverse isoentropic or reverse adiabatic process, reversible, because all processes are reversible. Especially we don't want to tell. Our cycles first assumption is reversible. So replace isothermal process by constant pressure process. Then the cycle will execute. Single phase expansion will come, single phase compression will come, constant pressure heat addition, constant pressure heat rejection is coming. Okay. So there is a one modification we made for the feasibility of the substitute of the Carnot vapor cycle. That modified cycle only the Rankine cycle. That's all. That modified cycle only the Rankine cycle. We'll solve one small problem, then you'll get small idea on Carnot cycle. Then tomorrow class we'll discuss about simple Rankine cycle. Further discussion. The first example, first one. Consider a steam power plant operating on the simple ideal Carnot vapor cycle. Consider a steam power plant operating on the simple ideal Carnot vapor cycle. Steam enters the turbine at 3 megapascal. Steam enters the turbine at 3 megapascal and 350 degrees centigrade. Steam enters the turbine at 3 megapascal and 350 degrees centigrade and is condensed in the condenser at a pressure of, and it is condensed in the condenser at a pressure of 75 kilopascal and 92 degrees centigrade. So steam enters turbine at 3 megapascal. Generally in a problem they are giving in SI units in megapascal, kilopascal they are giving. But while we want to extract the properties, for Rankine cycle we don't want to extract the properties. But general case we are extracting properties. The extraction of the properties from the steam table. Steam table's pressure is denoted by bars. 1 bar equal to 10 power 5 Newton per meter square. 1 megapascal equal to 10 power 6 Newton per meter square. So megapascal we are converting into Newtons, bars means into 10. Suppose kilopascals, like that only. In kilopascals we are converting to bars divided by 100. So megapascal convert into bar into 10. Kilopascals convert into bar divided by 100. So 3 megapascal means 30 bar. The initial starting journey of the Rankine cycle thermal power plants 30 megapascal only. 3 megapascal only. The boiler pressure or turbine inlet pressure. The condenser pressure also same 75 megapascal. Later they increase it to 120 bar. Later 220 bar. Later 300 bar. At present 300 bar. Ultra super critical thermal power plants. So that is the pressure ranges. So anywhere in the problem, next time they are giving in megapascal means first we will convert into bars, megapascal, 3 megapascal, so 30 bar pressure and 75 kilopascal, 0.75 bar pressure. At that pressure you have to extract the properties. For the Carnot cycle not required because Carnot cycle is operating on the Carnot cycle efficiency is depend on the temperatures, not mediator. So 3 megapascal and 350 degrees centigrade and is condensed at 75 kilopascal and 92 degrees centigrade. Then determine the efficiency of the Carnot cycle. Thermal efficiency, heat supply minus heat rejection by heat supply or network output by heat supply. Heat transfer directly proportional to temperature 1 minus T2 by T1. T2 is 92 degrees centigrade plus 273, 365 Kelvin. T1 350 degrees centigrade plus 273, 623 Kelvin. Then we know the source temperature, we know the sink temperature, determine the thermal efficiency of the Carnot cycle. If Carnot cycle I am running between these two temperature limits, the possible efficiency is 41.41 percentage. Practically it is not possible. Why? Because Carnot cycle itself practically not feasible, but this is a benchmark efficiency. Whatever the vapor power cycles we are substituting, that efficiency compulsory less than this cycle efficiency, because then one imaginary cycle efficiency, we can't get real cycle efficiency more than imaginary cycle efficiency. So real cycle efficiency always less than the imaginary cycle efficiency only. So next class we will start Rankine cycle.